Good morning, yogis, and welcome back to Everybody Yoga with Megan. I hope if it's first thing in the morning, you are starting your day off with yoga. If it's not, I hope you continue the rest of your day living yoga. Today, I want us to focus on being in flow. And so, I've talked about in the past, like you can either be the rock or the water. So you can be the water that's cutting its path, or you can be the rock that's worn away. And there's different times in our lives when we need to be the rock versus the water, but maybe today we're just in flow with whichever being we are supposed to be at this point in our lives. So because I want us to focus on being in flow, that means our practice is going to have more movement than we've had maybe in the past couple of days. Let's get started in Child's Pose. As always, dropping into your breath right off the bat. Deep, full inhales and exhales. Two more breaths. Lift your torso about halfway. Take your left arm, thread it under so the hips are lifted. Drop your head, open your top arm. Some people can take this top arm all the way behind them. Come back to the center, other side. Coming back, pressing up to all fours. Take some cow-cat here. When you've done about 3 each side, turn your fingertips to point to the outer edge of your mat and just rock side to side. Really upping your breath here. When you can, turn the fingertips back towards the body. And we're just going to gently rock forward and back. Very small micro movement here. And then untuck, one wrist at a time. You're going to bend your palm the opposite way. Lean back so the hips come towards the heels, and you're going to stretch across the forearm. Release, other side. Release. Bring your hands out, downward facing dog. Coming into pedaling right off the bat. Allowing the body a gentle opening here. Inhale, look at your hands. Exhale, get your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause here. Ragdoll, folding, water over the spine, right? Rotate the torso, kind of side to side, little baby swings. Come to stillness. Inhale, rise up, Tadasana. Inhale, lift up, give a little baby back bend, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pause here. Plant your hands. Stop here, drive your knees into your armpits. Hop back, high push-up. Low push-up. Your choice, up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhale, pick your right leg up. Stack your hips. Try to keep your leg lifted and then re-square your hips. Inhale, step through, crescent lunge. Lift your torso all the way up. High push-up. Low push-up. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Stack the hips, lifting nice and high. Square the hips, work on keeping your leg that high. Inhale, step through, crescent lunge. Woo. High push-up, pause. Low push-up, upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. We're going to go into this with a little funny here. Bend your knees, lift your tailbone, look at your hands. We're going to hop into yogi squat, malasana. So bend the knees, launch forward, yogi squat. First yogi squat of practice might be a little tight. Hang out here for a moment. We're going to take a hop now back into our downward facing dog. So I want you to really focus on launching, right? So if you need to do a little springy here, plant your hands. We're going to launch, try to in one big motion, land in down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Stack your hip. That'll let you lift the leg higher. Square the hips, keep the leg lifted. Crescent lunge. I don't know why this outfit is not cooperating today. We're just showing off all the goods. Stay in your breath. High and low push-up, upward facing dog or cobra. Inhale as you lift the torso. Exhale as you lift the tailbone. Left leg up, inhale. Bend and stack the hips. Be aware of the shoulders, keep them facing down, and then re-square the hips. Step through, crescent lunge. High and low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, bend the knees, pull the tailbone up. Exhale, settle. Inhale, look at your hands. Exhale, jumping into malasana, yogi squat. Stay in your breath. As you're ready, plant your hands, jump the down dog. Last time, inhale, right leg up. Stack your hips, square the shoulders, drop your left heel. Now square your hips. Step through crescent lunge. High and low push-up. Upward facing. Downward facing. Flow with your breath. Inhale, left leg up. Bend and stack. Press your right heel down. Square your shoulders. Re-square the hips. Step through crescent lunge. Good Lord. High and low push-up. Upward facing, downward facing. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the tailbone, exhale, settle. Inhale, look at the hands, exhale, launch, feet to hands, malasana. Final yogi squat here. Plant your hands, get ready. We're going to launch into our final down dog practice. Exhale. Come on to your knees. We're going to make our way to a seated position. We're going to keep the flow going in a different way. We're going to take a straddle pose, seated wide-legged. If there's tension behind the knees, shorten the gap between the legs. Bring the feet closer together. Take the arms to a T. Feet are flexed at this moment. And just get a little side to side. Reaching over the foot. Keep your breath active here. Part of our flow is being in our breath. Pause. Point the toes. So the knees should be facing up or back. Toes curl down. Arms are in a T, same thing. If you get a lot of shin splints, this might really feel a lot of tension and pulling, and that's perfect. And come to stillness. My toes are still pointed. We're going to work our spine side to side, lowering down. Imagine like a snake slithering back and forth. Only as we slither, we get lower. You're going to feel a moment where your body says that's enough. That's where you stop. Always welcome to grab a block and put your elbows on a block. And definitely always welcome to not judge where you're at, right? My first thought was, gosh, normally I can get so much lower. I mean, normally I'm not post-op. Normally I haven't not practiced. So it's good to do a self-check of what's internally coming up and then give yourself an honest feedback answer, right? Being in flow with what's currently happening in your body at this place and time. Snake your way back up. Hands can help walk you. Now flex your feet again. You're going to turn your torso and then hinge at the waist. You can take your opposite arm to the outside of your leg, your ankle, your foot. This just gets another part of the hamstring of the leg you're bending over, and then even some of the low back of the opposite side body. Rise up, pause in the center, rotate the torso, hinge. Rise up, re-square the torso. We're going to take one side fold on each side. One arm reaches up and over. Keep the shoulders stacked. If you can, you reach that big toe, okay? Inhale, rise up, other side. Shoulders are stacked. If it feels good, chin tucks up. If that hurts the neck, look down. Rise back up, come onto the back. Knees bent. Windshield wiper the legs. I think I can hear the trash truck coming, sorry guys. All right, a few more, just kind of back and forth. As you're ready, take your arms to a goalpost. Bend the knees. We're gonna take a variation here. You're gonna cross your right leg over your left. I need to scoot away from the wall. So we're at a 90-degree angle, we're doing the cross, then we dip down. I'm using my left hand to gently guide my right knee closer to the ground, working on pressing my right shoulder down. This is one of my favorite assists to give and receive, is to help deepen this twist. So if we were in person, oh, I would just love to be able to give you a little love here. So imagine right now that's what I'm doing. Coming back up to the center, uncross the legs, recross the other way, twist. Allow your breath to be deep and full to help deepen the twist. So when you inhale, the diaphragm is expanding and it's pressing the ribs into the ground and twisting deeper. Then when you exhale, there's like a settling, like a untwist. Supta Baddha Konasana. Pause here, laying down butterfly. And take a moment to feel the natural flow of your body. Notice your heart rate. Notice your breathing. And then as you're ready, bring your legs, long arms by your side, Savasana. And allow your thoughts to ebb and flow here, like the tide on a beach. They come and they go. Come back into your body. Taking the time to move and wiggle. Coming to a fetal position on either side, but pausing for a moment here. staying connected to the natural flow of the body. The more we can recognize this flow, the more we can tell when it's out of sync, so we can catch disease and illness sooner. Press yourself up to a simple seat. I'm having a memory now when I was a child, I had lots of respiratory issues. And I would always tell my mom I had bronchitis. About 3 days before I did, and we'd go to the doctor and they'd say, no, I don't. And 3 days later, I'd be back, and yes, I did. So finally, my childhood doctor just listened to me and gave me the medicine up front. I wish that for all of us, to know ourselves so well that even the experts trust us. Bring our hands to heart center. The place in me that is in flow acknowledges that same place in you. Together we say, Namaste. Thank you, my friends. I hope that for the rest of your day, you're in flow. The end of your day, like you flow into dreamland, right? And of course, as always, like, subscribe, comment, share, and be wonderful.